Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. So today we're going to be looking at what's called food groups. Okay, so all the food that we eat and all the drinks that we drink, they belong into certain groups, and we can sort them. Okay, so the foods that we eat and the drinks that we drink, we can sort them into groups. And here are the 5 different groups. Okay, so we'll just quickly go through each one. This is the dairy group. Okay, so the dairy, think about anything that comes from an like a cow or a sheep or something like that, where we grab milk, we can grab cheese and yogurt. You can make your smoothies and pudding, any kind of cheese or cream that your parents might put in their coffee. That would be a dairy. Okay, comes from a cow and so on. Vegetables. I like to think that vegetables, they grow in a garden. So you have a vegetable garden. Okay, so your peppers and asparagus and broccoli and carrots and corn and potatoes and tomatoes, your lettuce and so on, the salads that you eat, they all are all vegetables. Fruit, I like to think of something that grows on a tree, like a banana tree or an apple tree, or bushes like blueberries and grapes, and then pears. The grains are something that you need a bunch of things to put together and mix. Okay, so here, like, think of your breads and your cereals and rice, any kind of pasta that you eat, or bagel or oatmeal or crackers. These are all grains. Tortilla is an example. Okay, and then we have protein. This is any kind of meat product. Okay, so your hamburgers and hot dogs and chicken, your beef and any fish, and beans is an example of protein, as well as nuts would be an example, okay? But think of all your meats would be protein, okay? So here, have a little dish here. And we have some fruits and grains. And the idea is that you should have a little bit from each category, from each area every day. So here we have an orange. And I know that orange grows on a tree. It's not a grain. It's not a meat. It's not something I drink or comes from a cow. But I do know that an orange is a fruit. Here we have rice. Rice is not a fruit or a vegetable or a protein or dairy. Rice is a grain. We know watermelon is a fruit, as well as an apple. This here is ice cream. Okay, so ice cream is made of milk and cream. It's frozen. It's not a fruit or a vegetable. It's not a meat. It's not like a pasta or a rice or a cracker. But actually, ice cream's a dairy. Okay. We have a couple more here. We have fish and chicken are both examples of a meat, and that's called protein. Now, for vegetables, you'd have broccoli and some salad and so on. Okay. So the idea is we are going to ask you to find 1 to 2 examples for each of the food groups. I don't want you, Mrs. Ford, I do not want you to make a mess in your home or anything. Maybe just find 1 or 2 examples of dairy and 1 or 2 examples of vegetable and fruits and grains and protein. And the idea is that you're able to sort them into these 5 categories. Okay? Again, the categories are a vegetable, a fruit, a grain, a dairy, and some kind of protein or meat. Okay, you can draw pictures of these, or you can do photos of them as well and label them. Okay, and of course you can refer to this to help you. All right, so again, we want to have that balance every single day, having a little bit of each from all of them. So we don't want to eat too much of it's important to eat all of them, but we don't want to always eat a lot of grains, a lot of pastas, and so on. We want to have a balance of fruits and make sure you have your vegetables and so on every single day. And of course, water we should always be drinking, right? Okay, so have fun with this activity here. Take care.